Lipscomb wins over Florida Gulf Coast 89-81. They protect the home turf. They're now 9-1 at home this season. Jonathan and Justin Seaman joined by the man of the hour, Garrison Matthews. Garrison, another 30-point night. What, you got 50 20-point games? And now, what is it, 8 or 9? 8 30-point games in your career. And a great one here tonight, but most importantly, it's a conference win.
Yeah, it's a big time. We flirted with it a little bit, but we're fortunate to come away with a win. Any win in conference is a good win, so we'll take it.
What is it about this Florida Gulf Coast team? Seems like every time you guys match up, it's always down to the wire, always an exciting game, always tough and physical.
Well, I mean, I'd say they're probably our biggest rivalry over the past couple of years. I mean, we've been competing with them the most. But it's just good to get a win. I knew they were going to come in here hot after last year when we beat them in the championship. So I mean, we knew they were going to get their best game.
You get a double-double tonight, 31 points, 10 rebounds. You're 7 of 8 from the free throw line, and you are 6 of 11 from outside the arc. But Justin commented about it a minute ago. Free throws, that's over 500 now in your career. Yeah,
well, coach is always harping about being aggressive, getting to the line. This year I haven't done it as well as I have in the past. So that's really helped my game a lot, and that's something I need to get back to.
Well, we look, too, at the threes tonight. They were flying on both ends of the court.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're a good team. They can shoot it, and I was fortunate some were knocked down. I mean, some of our other teammates could knock them down, so, I mean, I was fortunate.
I thought the difference in this game was your 3 late in this game. It was a 1 or 2 point game. It had been back and forth. About 2 or 3 minutes to go, you hit a 3, and then Nathan comes down and hits the 3 right after that. That kind of sealed the deal for you guys.
Yeah, well, I know Kenny was struggling a little bit. He had a groin that he's dealing with, so that's hurting him moving wise. And then and Nathan, I mean, he's always played poise. He's a graduate. I mean, he's a really smart player, and I'm fortunate that he's on my team and he's here this year. And it was a great shot by him. So I mean, I'm fortunate he knocked it down, and I'm playing with him.
A little ugly tonight, but it was a big win for you. It was a great job. Congratulations on your job tonight and the win over Florida Gulf Coast.
Yes, sir, I appreciate it.
Garrison Matthews with us. Double-double tonight, 31 points and 10 rebounds. Take a look at the final stats. Field goal shooting percentages. FGU has just a little bit of advantage over the Bisons, 47-45. You look at 3 points. Man, there were 25 three-pointers made between these two teams. Rebounds, Lipscomb with a 10-rebound advantage. Points in the paint, Lipscomb with a little bit of advantage there. Turnovers were dead even. Coach Casey Alexander joined us. Coach Casey, it was ugly, but it was a victory.
What do you mean it was ugly? We won by 8. That's beautiful.
Beautiful for you, but back and forth. There were times you were worried about it a little bit.
No, I was worried about it for almost the whole time. You know, and you got to give them credit. They came in with a good plan. I thought they did a lot of really good things, and their guys played with confidence, and they've got a lot of talent. So when they're playing well and playing with confidence with a lot of talent, it's going to be a struggle.
You know, sometimes it's just hard to get in that groove, and tonight it felt like that rhythm we were struggling to find it.
Well, we were struggling to pull away. I mean, we had one time we had the margin in the first half, and then the second half it was just back and forth. And, you know, and maybe, 18 turnovers is a lot, so hard to put runs together offensively when that's happening. And we didn't defend as well as we have been defending, but that's part of their plan, with the lineup that they had. So a lot went into this game, a lot that we can learn from, a lot that will help us be better down the stretch.
I thought one of the things that will really help you down the road in the ASUN schedule is where you had to battle there at the end. I mean, you have 6 ties, 12 lead changes, and you still come out on top. I mean, you've got a senior-laden team. I mean, that's a lot of finishing there by this team, but you like to see that from your team.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think, you see experienced players making the big plays at the end. Garrison did. Nathan makes the 3. We get big stops down the stretch. And no doubt that it will help us down the stretch. First close game we've won in a good long while.
Yeah, and that means a lot, too, as you prepare for the rest of the conference run.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to see it all at one time or another. And, so the more you can check off your list, the more prepared you're going to be.
You take a look there, you saw the schedule, the upcoming games. I want to ask you this. There were a lot of threes, and one of the things, you start hitting a lot of threes, they countered with them, too, so both teams back and forth with that.
I thought both teams got looks that were a little too good. When you shoot 50, whatever that is, 6 combined and make 25 combined, that means that the shots were a little too easy to come by.
Well, before we go all the way through the conference and play Liberty, we got to go play Stetson for the second time.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're excited about having us back down there and seeing if they can flip the tables a little bit, we'll throw all our eggs into that basket, and then we'll see what happens after that. But it's a quick turnaround, but we just played them, so not quite as much practice time and preparation needed. We can recover a little bit, but excited about it. We need to make it a great trip.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight over Florida Gulf Coast as you win the game 89-81. Next up will be Stetson Sunday afternoon, and you can follow it on ESPN+. Of course, everything concerning Lipscomb basketball can be found at lipscombsports.com.